I've lost a business that I've started at a younger age, and it was now doing well. And now I'm losing a friend of mine when we're now doing well, when we're supposed to be visiting each other and doing well for ourselves. I fast forward, I lose the radio. With the radio, I let go. I let go of it because it was no longer serving me. I don't want to talk bad about other things, but sometimes you're in spaces where you'll never be appreciated.
Hello, viewers. This is Women Become Podcast. I greet you all in the name of Jesus. And yes, I just want to remind you that please like, please share, and please subscribe to our channel so that we can, be able to see you, or you can be able to share to others so that they can get all the messages and all the conversations that we are sharing in this podcast. So this is Linz. I'm a beacon of hope. I am a testament for resilience and an advocate for change. So this is all things about women. And in the month, this is the month of women. So I want to say to all the women there, halala. I want to say halala mbogodo. I want to say nibahle. I want to say you are courageous, you are beautiful, you are strong, you are resilient, you are soft sometimes. Sometimes you are stronger, God gave us all these attributes that we can change. Today we are like this. Tomorrow we are wearing this hat. Tomorrow is that hat. Tomorrow you look like that. Tomorrow you change. So we can do all things through Christ,
Yes,
who
so true.
strengthens us. So today we are going to discuss a topic, a touching topic, but it's a topic about growth.
Yes.
Because as women, we like change, and we want to grow,
Yes.
and we want to be better women.
Yes.
So for us to be better women, we must go through something. Sometimes we go through the fire, sometimes we go through the ice.
True.
Sometimes it's the bricks.
Yes. So true.
Yes. So I want to read here. Our topic for today is about letting go. So before I allow the lady here to speak and tell us who she is and all that, I want to speak from the Bible. Philippians 3, verse 13 to 14. Encouraging, forgetting the past and striving for what lies ahead. And 1 Peter 5:7, urging believers to cast their anxieties on God. And knowing what to do when you are in a situation, knowing what to do when you are stuck, knowing what to do when you need to move on in life and to learn new things. So welcome.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
I love that scripture because it speaks about anxiety. Sometimes we believe we are in control of things, but honestly, God is the one who's in control.
Yes.
And if we allow imithwalo yethu ukuthi ibe uNkulunkulu, then us now imithwalo. It's not our battle to fight. Yes. Akumelanga sibe nayo. Thank you for having me once again.
Thank you for coming. And thank you for honoring this appointment.
Yes.
It's been long overdue. Yeah.
I know the reason why I'm laughing is because it's been long, and it's because I really do shy away from interviews because I'm used to sitting on the other chair, right? Being the interviewer. But finally, she cornered me and I'm here today. And yeah, I'm glad you called me for this topic because it speaks to me as a young person, the power of letting go.
Yes.
Okay, Ma. Before I can get into it, I think I should introduce myself.
Yes. Introduce yourself.
Igama nguThuli. Full name is Noktula. I always say umuntu uneyibongo eziyi-2. People always ask me, why do you always use the two same names? And I say, it's because Uma no Baba, I have to represent both of them.
Yes.
So I am uKhumalo and Ungoman. Kodwa abantu abaningi bangazi ngoKhumalo. And a lot know me as Crazy T, you know?
Yes, that's your name.
Because of I am crazy, but I look quiet. And people say, you look quiet, but when you're on stage, you're something else. I am highly driven radio broadcaster. I'm also a hardworking filmmaker. I do a lot, you know, in the film and art industry. Take me into another industry, I don't know what to do. But if I'm in the film and, you know, the art industry, I tend to carry a lot of hats. I do radio, I do film, I do a lot of editing. But recently I've taken a break from the entertainment. I want money. I want money, you know, the power of letting go also. It's still, you know, it's the reason why I had to let go of some of the things for now. I took a break because I need money. I need to be in a better space. So I had to say, you know what, Thuli, step away from that, you know, and get into the business, make money. And also was now about mama because I've been a girl for a long time, you know.
Okay.
And I want to be a mom too. I want to be mama umuntu. Yeah, I want to be a wife.
Yes.
Yeah, and a sister, no auntie, a rich aunt, you know. People should be able to call me and say, Auntie, sitting in, auntie. I need this and that and that. Not me, you know, always wanting, asking. Because that's another thing of being an artist. You always, you know, you're not sure of your next paycheck. That's why they're like, let me let go of this for now. But I will go back. Yes.
No, I mean, that is you. You can't now say,
yeah, I can't
yes,
pack it forever.
Forever,
yes.
no.
Just for now. Yeah.
Okay.
That's who I am.
Okay. So now you say you are a radio presenter, filmmaker, producer.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be a singer.
A singer.
But you don't know that part, right? I used to be a singer, Mom. I used to be on stage, in the clubs, dance, like every dance move. Me, right? But I then changed, you know. I was like, the music industry, you know. It's quite also a bit challenging. And also the club scene wasn't really my thing. Because yes, I loved being in the club dancing, but I was like, can I sustain this? Can I be on stage doing this for the rest of my life, you know? And I was like, nah. Let me gravitate towards the presenting, you know, the radio side, producing side, since I do have a background of film. But yeah, I used to be a singer.
Wow. Yeah. You shocked me.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me now, as this is a month for women and it's celebrated not only the 9th but the whole month.
True.
It's gonna be busy and it's crazy and it's good.
Yes.
It's good that women are taking their position and they're making sure they want change in every woman's life.
Yes.
So what can you say to other women who you know, women go through different things, and especially in the industry where you come from, you know.
Yes.
And you also experience that, as you have said now, that you've packed it for a little bit because you want money. What are the challenges that you can share?
There's a lot.
Yes.
Firstly, before blaming other people and the industry, I think as women, we are not gentle with ourselves. You know, most of the time we struggle with accepting who we are and loving ourselves enough. Sometimes you question yourself if I'm doing good, if when I'm singing, is my voice better than whose voice? But you forget that you are unique and people would love you for who you are. So I would say to women, be gentle with yourself, and also this thing of procrastinating, always, waiting for being perfect is what we face a lot as women. And that is why maybe sometimes we never make it. So there's quite a lot of challenges, including gender equality is still a problem. It is. I know that as women, we are getting a lot of opportunities now. There's a lot of women movement, empowerment of women. But honestly speaking, the industry is still dominated by male. And if you're a female going into an industry like the arts industry, you have to be very strong. You have to know who you are. You have to know what you bring to the table. Because when you don't know that, a lot of people will take advantage of you in a lot of ways, especially if you're a beautiful woman. Every woman is beautiful, number one. Men will take advantage of you because they'll say, you're not enough. And because now it's Jelugutsa, you're not enough, you'll believe, maybe I have to do a certain thing, to get a certain thing,
Please someone.
You have to please someone to get to a certain point. And that is another challenge for young women. I've been also in the modeling industry, but as a presenter, I would do red carpet interviews. I'd go to your Soweto Fashion Week, your SA Fashion Week, all those different fashion shows. And having conversation with the women behind the scenes, you'll realize that there is comparison a lot, You compare yourself with the next woman who's sitting next to you, getting a makeup, looking at yourself in the mirror. And, I would ask them, what's your definition of beauty, And you'd see that the way we define beauty is by the societal standard. It's how the society sees beauty. Your skin color, a certain weight, if you have certain hair type, there's quite a lot, that we face. But I would love to say to women in this month of women, be gentle with yourself. Love yourself enough. Practice self-love. I've learned to do that, Look yourself in the mirror and see your flaws and appreciate them. Look at the things that people tease you about and say, okay, I do recognize 1, 2, 3, and I love you. I love you for who you are. I love my skin color. I love my hair. I remember recently I went to the salon after a long time because I usually do my own hair. So I went to the salon and the guy says to me, why didn't you comb your hair before coming here? And I say, why am I paying you to do my hair? Because I came here so that you can be, you can treat me good and you can treat my hair good. And you must know that this is natural hair. And I'm a black woman. You must have certain, combs for black women and different types. So I sat down as he did my hair. And this is the same person who once did my hair. Very nice, very gentle. But for some reason, because it was month end and there's a lot of customers, and I don't have time to deal with this type of hair today, So I sat down as he was doing my hair. He was rough on my hair, using this small comb. And I was like, no, but there's an Afro comb. Why don't you use an Afro comb? I don't use like this small comb on my hair. I have Afro. Why don't you use an Afro comb? And he was like, nah, this is the comb you have to use. How then is it going to be smooth? I said, no, I'm not here to get my hair smooth. I'm here to get my hair washed and just be gentle and dry it gentle. So sometimes the society will also, not appreciate who we are as black people and will start saying, maybe I have to get a weave. Or maybe I have to relax my hair. Not that I have a problem with people who relax their hair. It's our choices, But I was like, you know what? Maybe next time I should go to a salon that treats natural hair for black women. At least there I won't feel like maybe I'm in a wrong space. People asking me, why didn't you comb your hair?
Really? Why do you go to the salon then?
Why did I go to the salon then? So yeah, it's hard to be a woman in a society that has a certain standard of beauty. And also in the industry, you get to face that a lot. It might not be with hair or skin type. It might be with your body type. People making you feel a certain way. But another thing that I appreciate now is that even in the fashion industry, now we have different, categories. We have, fully figured women. And they do nicely. They do well, They dress up those outfits and they look beautiful because we've got designers that do those type of clothes for those type of women. We still have slim women. We have I don't know what I am these days. Ke tshwana le Shandesh. I ke itse kapa ke setutla, kapa ke selenda. You know, I sometimes I get, you
You're
know,
growing,
thick,
you're
sometimes, yeah.
growing.
But I love my body. I love who I am.
Yes.
And I would say to every woman, love who you are. Love yourself enough, because if you don't love yourself, then the world is not so gentle.
We'll receive you that way.
Yes,
in fact.
yes. So that's my message. Tande, be gentle to yourself, exercise self-love, look at yourself in the mirror and appreciate each and everything about yourself. Everything, your scars.
Everything, because
Yes.
nothing will change.
I'm here forever.
Unless you go to China.
Unless you go to
Yeah.
China or, you know.
Yeah.
But still,
But
you're still yourself, you know. Nothing will really change. Ilapho nalapho kuzoshintsha khona. But if you don't have money to change those
change
things,
what then? You will
What
hate
then?
yourself forever. Okay, let's talk about the topic. Letting go. Where do we start?
I think we
Letting
start
go.
in letting go. You know, letting go is not as easy as people say it is. You know, sometimes we're like, just let go.
Let go. We are going through something.
Just let go. Especially if I'm not in that situation. Chomi mudampe, you know, let go of that job, you know. Or just buy, maybe, you know, sometimes you can't let go even money that you've made and you're like, let me keep it, you know. And people are like, no, if it's not going to solve your life problems, then AJ, but it's not easy. Letting go is not easy. Where should I start, Ma? Where should I start?
Maybe share about the time where you realized there's something I must let go.
I've had to let go of a lot of things. You won't believe, a lot of things. Jobs, friends, things that I've built, you know, but I gained a lot. So let's start about letting go. I'm somebody who can't let go easily. Like, I hold on to things. I get addicted easily to things, to human beings, to clothes. Even yesterday, I had to, you know, clear my wardrobe and ask my niece to, you know, help me and say, okay, siyahambisa or asihambisa, because they know, which I'm like, but I'll slim one day, it'll fit, you know? So I've had to let go of a company that I thought, okay, this is a baby that I've built for myself, you know, which is a media company that I started from zero to hero. And I remember it was very, very hard. That was even before I started radio. Bengasafuni nje impela. You know, mabathi into ayisakufuni.
Oh, you let go because
Yona bengasangifuni. I think also God has a certain way of working with me, because God understands that I hold on to things. So things yizo zingasangifuni, and at some point I have no choice but, you know, to let go, you know. So after establishing a company when I was in varsity doing my film, and I was like, okay, let me open a film company and start doing movies and start making money, because I believed I was going to be rich at a young age. I was like, I'm very smart. I can go to varsity and do this film thing. But yeah, I did that and it was working well for me. I started doing skits, doing movies for Mzansi Bioscope. It was working for me. And then I did acting workshops, worked with Brasem Phillips, the late Brasem Phillips, very close to Umam Lilian Dube. So when I introduced this idea to Brasem to say, you know what, I want to help young artists like I who can't get to varsity or college, you know, I want to help them. I want legends like you to come and share the skill, you know. He believed in it. He was like, okay, do you have money to pay me? I said, I don't have money to pay you. I don't even know where I'm going to start, but I can do a poster. I can design a poster and I can market and I can get, you know, the actors to come through. And he said to me, okay, let's do it. I don't want money from you because you can't pay me. Let's do this. And we started, I remember the first time we started, we only had 2 people. So he said to me, so are these the people I'm going to teach? I said, yeah. He said, is this your marketing skill? I said, yeah, I think we can start here, you know? If these 2 can believe in this idea and movement and pay, because we would ask people to pay at least, admin fees so that we're able to do material for study and. So it later became very big, I remember even when Sam Phillips passed away, it was broadcast on the news, on the SABC News. But nobody knew that there was a young girl behind that. Only a few people, who knew, goes, oh, yeah, and the artist that believed in me, even Umam Lillian, she believed in it. And she was like, baby girl, I know you will push, I can't help at the moment because I'm busy, but I know you will push. And I had other people that came in, Omam Sbongile Nochila, Sbongile Pagati. They came through, they helped. And I remember, I don't want to mention names, I remember the person I was partnering with in the company. At some point, they started acting up, They started saying, this belongs to you, this belongs to me, separating things. And everything that belonged to me, it's things that didn't make sense. I was like, Kajani manj. So all this equipment that we bought, it's yours? They're like, yeah, it's mine, Okay, all these ideas, yeah, it's mine. I was like, so where do you know Sam Phillips from? Because this was my idea. And how do I know Sam Phillips? I know him through Umam Lilian Dube. Mam Lilian Dube invited me to come to her birthday party when I was still a musician to come perform. And she empowered me. She was like, okay, come perform. Let's see what you can do and do your red carpets. And that's where I met Sam Phillips. And from there, we took it on and we did more things. And that partner was like, no. This doesn't belong to you. This belongs to you. And it was hard, because now we had cameras, we had editing machines, we had your microphones, we had a recording studio from music. And I was like, oh my God, where do I start? I remember when I met Mamtando Shozi Malang. So Shozi said to me, Batuli, you don't belong there. Your intelligence, everything that you have, you don't belong there. You can leave everything and start afresh. I was like, man, no. And this if I go with one microphone, yeah. And she was like, no, let go, Let go, because I don't even see what you're doing there. And I said, no, I can't. And she said, every time you go to that studio, just say bye-bye to things, Just say goodbye. Hold that microphone and say goodbye. Hold that computer, say bye-bye. Everything, say bye-bye. And I started practicing that without understanding that I was letting go. And also, one thing about the power of letting go is that you must say it with your tongue. You must really say goodbye, even when your heart is not saying goodbye. You must manifest it. You must say it now. Confess it with your mouth. So I started saying goodbye to things, even carpets, even doors. And I was like, this thing is not working for me, Ma. And she was like, it's working. Then I remember during that time, it was before COVID. COVID hit us. When COVID hit, I started doing a show about lockdown, how Johannesburg looked during lockdown. And I was recording, having fun, not knowing that the SABC is going to have a show like that. Fast forward 2 weeks into COVID, SABC has a show like that. The same woman, my mentor, Sando Shozi, she says, you know what, SABC is about to do a show that you are doing for YouTube. And we have no idea how to go about it because we're not in Joburg. We're scared of Joburg. You're in Joburg. You're filming this thing. Do you mind coming through? Come with your CV. I went with my CV. They interviewed me, and I guess I was the candidate. So they were like, no, we're taking you. One of the producers for New Norm, it was a show for COVID called The New Norm on SABC3, a daily show. Mind you, I've never done a daily show. Now we're talking about a daily, everyday live show. And I say, oh, power of letting go. I've been saying bye-bye to this mini studio, right? So I start working on that show, big paycheck, I'm like, is this me? Every day clocking in, I've got, an artist card. I'm clocking in, I'm greeting people, I'm a producer. Oh, wow. Okay, I did that. And mind you, I'm meeting people who have been doing this producing for some time. People are producing for radio, for TV. And I say, I'm not good enough, Maybe my English is not good. You have to pitch a story every day. Every day when you get to work, you must pitch a story of what do you have for your segment. I remember I got this girl, Unontu Tugo, on Facebook. She's a is it a dietitian or nutrition? She does that and she runs a marathon. So I just inboxed Unontu Tugo. I was like, I'm doing a show like this and we want people to interview, and one of the people are people in your field, you know? And she was like, okay, cool. We got an interview with Unontu Tugo, and she said, I've got my mom is a doctor in UK. It's like, really? She's like, yeah, do you want to interview my mom? I was like, oh, cool. Went to work. I've got a story. A doctor in UK, first international doctor. Who? Me. You know? Okay, give them that. That doctor gives me a doctor in Italy. Now we are talking about people on front line. So now every day I'm coming to work, I have doctors. Now I'm known as that girl who has international people. Now, because of Unontu Tugo. And it's God, you know? When you let go, God will open certain channels for you. Okay, that happened. The show, Yapela, made money, made connections. I knew certain people, but still, I'm like, hey, that's my studio, you know? But I remember one time, a friend of mine, my childhood friend, angazi if I'm dragging it or what. A childhood friend of mine, ngelinye ilanga, I was from my studio. After the SABC show, I was distracted with the SABC thing. I got money, but now it's over. Now I remember, hey, that's my work, you know? That's my thing. And because young punyuga, man, young punyuga. I remember one time I was walking in Johannesburg and I thought I was fine, and tears started rolling. I was crying in the streets of Joburg. It's what's happening? But I'm not sad. Kota, you can never lie to your heart. You know, your heart will know. Your body is tired.
body
You know,
knows
it knows.
everything.
So I was crying and I called my best friend and I said to my best friend, you know, I'm just crying. My body is failing me. She says to me, you know, I was taking a taxi on that day. She says to me, okay, I'll wait for you at the bus stop. She came, she waited for me, and she gave me this huge hug. And she was like, you know what? Let's go to my place. I went to her place. From there, I started spending time at her place. My mentor, who's my savior, Tando Shozi, she still calls me. She's like, hi, Tuli, I'm going to Durban for some time. Can you please come to my house, stay in my house? I was like, oh, I'm going to the suburbs. Okay, from Soweto to the suburb. I would go there and spend time there. Little did I know that she was doing that so that I can heal. She was showing me a better life, you know? Because I was like, why is this woman trusting me so much with her house, her keys? And she'd just, you know, leave me for days to take care of her house. And a friend of mine was also there for me. Ayumgan is there. She's really, you know, holding my hand. And I get the radio gig. Apply on radio, instantly get that. I start radio. I let go now of the studio. Finally, I'm out of there because now I'm doing radio. And I started radio. As I was doing radio and things were, you know, quite, you know, becoming better for me. Things were showing up. Things were just getting better. I lose my friend, my best friend.
Haibo.
Ask me how. So, okay, fine. Now I do radio. Now things, you know, ziyahlangana for me now. And I tell my friend, oh, now I'm going to get my own space, you know. And she says to me, when are you going to get your own space? I say, yeah, I'm going to get my own space. She's like, no ways. You know, for some reason, she also starts changing. And, you know, she's like, no ways. Aibo. Why is she saying this? She starts changing, saying things as Pumendlele. And I'm like, no, girl, I don't like the way you talk to me. And kube discipline nyana, but manje umngani uyashintsha. And this is my friend. Umngani uyashintsha. And someone tells me, you know, this friend is not for you. And I was like, no ways. This is my childhood friend.
This has been...
This one is the one that picked me when I was on the ground. How can you say this one is not my friend? That's right. This one is not for you, you know? And I remember one time I was, because every time I would also, like, it's online radio, so you produce your own show. So I was just researching, and I came across things like some people want good things for you, but not better than them, you know? And some friends will be there for you when you're on, you know, your downfall, but they don't like to see you rising. And I was like, "Ugh, is this talking to me? Is this my friend? Okay, fine, I get a place. I tell my friend, oh, ngelilanga mangbuye. Ngani, I got a place, and I got a place where I've always wanted to stay. It's not just an ideal place. It's a one room, but I'll upgrade from there.
Yes.
And she says, really? I say, yeah. And then how? 2 days. She's like, so when are you moving out? It's not even month end. When am I moving out? Okay. Hi. I moved out. I called my friend. Please come through. Come see me. She postponed. I'll come. I'll come. 2 weeks passed. 3 weeks passed. She said, no, I'm not going to come to your space. It's winter and you don't have a heater. I'm like, heater? Girl, we have a hot water bottle. We'll cuddle. What do you
Yes.
mean? What do you mean? But it was just this, remarks and talks that I don't understand. I'm still holding on to that. Uphela unyaka. Mind you, we don't stay too far from each other. Ayibo uphela unyaka. Khamba isikhathi. And then someone tells me, ukuthi, Ayman, your friend said 1, 2, 3 about you. And I knew, I was like, no, it can only be her. It's only Mina naye that knows this. I confront, I'm like, friend, why did you say 1, 2, 3 about me? And she drops, she hangs up. She blocks me. I lose a friendship. Hi, Bo.
Nah, you didn't want to let go.
I didn't want to let
when
go.
You saw.
And I lost it, And I was like, what's happening? I lost that. And I guess that's when I started realizing that sometimes you have to let go of things that don't serve you anymore.
Yeah.
And you have to learn to let
All
go.
the time. in
All the
fact.
time. Because I've lost a business that I've started at a younger age and it was now doing well. And now I'm losing a friend of mine when we're now doing well, when we're supposed to be visiting each other and doing well for ourselves. I fast forward, I lose the radio. With the radio, I let go. I let go of it because it was no longer serving me. I don't want to talk bad about other things. But, sometimes you're in spaces where you'll never be appreciated forever. Like you keep on being there and you realize that, no, I'll never be appreciated here. I remember at some point, everyone was like, Patuli, you are the one holding this radio station, because that time, I believe my show was the one doing best, at the station, because they'll tell me the numbers. And I understand it's online. I understand sometimes payment, there's no payment. You have to work, But now you realize, it's never going to change, You even get brands that are supposed to partner with your show, but it's not working out. And you're like, nah, let me let go. I let go of a lot of things, some I will not mention, but
This
a lot of
year,
things.
Last year.
Last year. And also, this year early, my landlord, I've moved from that other place being Aitande, I found another place. My landlord this other day, there were floods in Soweto, Begnete Akul. So I come back home, I was terrified because I had to walk a certain distance. Amanzi angifika la. I even had this other guy say to me, let me hold your hand. Because I was scared. When I get home, I'm staying on Noma Standard. When I get home, I'm really scared. I had a neighbor of mine, this other neighbor of mine who really liked me. So ngimfonela athi, hi Chomi, next door, imoto kamngani beyingenwa amanzi. So we're draining the water out. Yabon? I'm coming through. When I go through, coming back, Haibo Mastanda is making noise. Hey, when you fully gate, making noise, And my friend, she's the one now on a high with Mastanda by Pendulan. Hey, tell me if you don't want me to stay. I'm quiet, I'm quiet. Njengegama lami. Ngayimosha ngokuthi like ubhekile manje ngithi ma kanti yini into wrong esiyenzile. Wena uthule wena ngoba she ate me. She had me for dinner. And I realized that sometimes people, when you are the quiet one, that will always receive, So she made noise. And I felt good to know ngathi seka too much, because now I moved away, going to my room, and she still followed me and she was shouting. So I remember I was doing my first show at the Reef, Valentine's Day. Because Anazi Wine, the lady that sponsors me with wine. So she came to deliver my wine boxes, and I'm happy. Fast forward after the whole incident. I bang bizendlin after my wine delivery. Bang bizendlin, but we've decided Gutsi Wena, this is your last month. Uyahamba. Ngithi mina, bathi wena. Ngithi neighbor, bathi akahambi khamba wena. Ngithi we 14 was, and month end zango February zinge 28. I only have 14 days. Where will I find a place? But asnandab. Ma, headache. I went. I prayed. I was like, God, I don't know. Little did I know that, I think it was Amzibanjalo when things are about to get,
Breakthrough.
breakthrough for me. So I prayed and I was like, what will I do? I begged them. They were no longer even talking to me. On my last 2 days, this other guy, same street, I took him, hi man, there's a house that they are renting out. A house? Yeah, there's a house. I don't think I'm ready for a house. And he says, no, meet this guy and talk to them, So I met this guy and I spoke to him. And he was like, yeah, we're renting out a house, blah, 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 blah. And I spoke to God. I was like, God, are you trying to give me a house?
I'm looking for a room.
I'm looking for like a one room with a shower, and a kitchen space, just a bachelor, Not looking for a big thing. But God was like, no, I'm about to bless you with a 3-bedroom house. So I met the guy and he spoke to me and he said to me, my mom was in England, had a dream about you. I said, about me? I said, yeah. A lot of people have been coming to, check out this house and Angbafili and, but I want to give the house to you. Me? I'm like, yeah, you. And then he says, and you have a partner, right? I say, yeah. And he says, yeah. My mom told me about you coming and on this day. I was like, God, it's okay. I asked about the price. He tells me the price. I go back home. I pray about it. I'm like, God, I just left radio. And these things are just, angazi against agalani. So I'm taking the house. Then he says, no, I'm going to take it next month because we're still fixing it. No, I'm going to help you fix it. I'll help you clean it up and everything. So I took the house. Now from a room, I now have my own stand. I opened my own gate. There's no mastanda.
Yeah, mastanda.
I have a house, 3-bedroom house, 2 bathrooms, a kitchen, a dining, a sitting. I say me. Everything happened in a very short space of time. And that is why I say sometimes, the power of letting go, it works differently. There are people that let go. But with me, I think God works differently with me. He himself, when it's time to let go, uyayiforsa into with me. Yeah, uyayiforsa into with me. So I've lost a lot of things in a very short space of time, but I've gained a lot of things also. And also this other time, after doing a show with the Reef Hotel, from media to hospitality. So I sit with this gentleman, this white man, and we are talking about social media and the power of social media and the power of media, So we're chatting. At the bar, we're sitting and we're talking about my show. And he says, okay. There's a lady that's coming through. Please have a sit with that lady. Have a chat with them. Ask them, Guti, what would they like to see in this hotel? I say, okay, cool. And I have a chat with that lady. I have a chat with the gentleman. And he says, okay, bye. A month later, that guy called me and he said, don't bring your CV. Don't bring anything. I have a job for you. And I say, me? He's like, yeah. I have a job for you and I want you to handle media and guest relation and I want you to do 1, 2, 3 in my hotel. And I'm like, but I've never worked in hospitality. I'm like, I've never worked in hospitality before. I don't know anything about hospitality. He says, I want you, it's you I want. And now I'm able to take care of myself, able to have that money every month and take care of rent, take care of things, just the power of letting go.
wow,
Just let go of
wow,
things. When
wow.
things no longer want you, now accept it, you know?
Accept it.
Accept it. Don't hold on to things that don't serve you. Don't hold on to distractions. Sometimes we cry for things that are holding you back. Had I begged that woman, I would still be in a bachelor.
In that situation.
In that situation. Had I begged also, now I have friends in higher places,
in
you
high
know?
places.
I have friends that park their cars in my place, and I say, had I held on to my friend, I wouldn't have, you know, created space for friends that are serving me now. Friends in, you know, in political spaces now who are saying, Tuli, we want you to do 1, 2, 3 for us. You know, have I held on to that media space, that studio that I've built for myself, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, you know? So, yeah.
Injani.
Kuningi.
To go to the next level, you must, you can't go back
You can't, ma. And
to the step before that.
you can't.
Each time there's growth pains, but you don't know how they will come, and you don't know. So it's like makwenzeka into when you only think ukuthi this thing is painful, is bad, because you don't know what is it bringing.
Yes.
It's like makuzonetha qale kube namafu.
True.
Sometimes there's lightning, and then sometimes there's the ice,
Yes. Yes.
and then it rains, and we enjoy rain.
We enjoy the rain.
After the rain, it's
Sunshine.
beautiful. Sunshine.
It's hard though. It's hard letting go. It is hard. There are I always say I wish bengfana nama 2K. Ama 2K, the reason why they make it very early in life is that when something is not serving them, they let go. Not only 2Ks, there are human beings that, you know,
Like that.
they know how to exercise the power of letting go easy. They can see if something is not going to take them far.
What I can say is you are a loyal person.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good thing though.
People who are loyal, they suffer the letting go, because you want to be, you know.
Yeah.
And remember, Guti, I think most of us Africans and women, we suffer because of safunda ukubekezela ku-apartheid. So sinayo leyo
But I was
gift.
not there in apartheid.
No.
Maybe because I was raised by that
You
woman.
were raised by
True.
that woman.
True.
So sinayo that gift of ukubekezela. So ama-2K akhula ngalesikhathi i-atmosphere ye-apartheid is no longer
True.
that much, even though we call, because bona bafunde futhi angithi ey'kolweni ezi-right where akusena mhlophe omnyama bonke bayafunda. So obvious i-mindset yabo ayifani neyethu.
Yeah.
And I'm sure kuzoloku kushintsha.
Yeah, but people should let go. You know, I'm not saying early, but don't stay too long. You know, you waste time
You
sometimes.
waste time,
Yeah.
you waste energy.
You get hurt.
You get hurt.
I'm lucky I didn't get too hurt.
Even resources.
You waste resources. True. So yeah, with me, letting go has been different. But manje I've learned, you know, I'm a different person. I'm a different person. I let go of things easily now. But it's something that I've learned maybe 4 months ago. Yeah, now when something is not serving me, I've learned, because I'm that person that I can even stay, you know, in a room that is not serving me. I can be in a party that is not serving me. And I was, but saying like, you know, I don't want to be a bore. I don't want to be a party pooper. I don't want to be the one that ruins things. But sometimes when ulimalayo while you're trying to serve other people, please other people. So if something is not serving you, don't stay there.
Don't.
You know, don't betray yourself.
Limala.
Yeah, ngoba ufuna ukujabulisa omunye umuntu, you know. You allow people to do, maybe people to do makeup on you, but you know your skin doesn't want that. I know that a lot. You know, I've been in rooms where you're like, but I don't, not that I don't love makeup, but there are things that you do and you're like, let me keep quiet. But tomorrow your skin is going to react. I'm just making a simple example, So don't allow those things. Be yourself, be proud of who you are, and stand your ground. Be able to say no. And people will love you for that. But when you are not honest with yourself,
With yourself.
abantu ngiyabakuthanda, because now I realize that I've been chasing things that were not chasing me. And there was really nothing wrong with me. It's just that those things didn't want me. And I was begging in spaces where I didn't have to beg. So now I've learned to say, if something doesn't want me, then there's something better. I just wait for time to say, okay, I'll go 2 days and see what's coming for you.
Like, Patty, when this door closes, there's another one waiting for you.
A nicer one, eh?
Yes, and it's always a nicer and a better one.
It's always a nicer one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a reason why it's closing. So you can't keep on knocking on a closed
That
door.
was me years ago. That was I can beg, hey? And my current partner, he doesn't love to be begged. He always says, Tuli, don't beg me. Don't do that. I've done that a lot growing up, and I don't want you to beg. If I say no, it's because I said no. Don't beg for it, So, and I'm learning because he's a very generous person, He does most of the things for me. So things that he says no to, it's things that he knows he can't. So don't beg for it because I can't. I've calculated it and I've seen
He's
good.
already decided that
Yeah.
this I can't.
So don't find yourself in a space where you are begging people to do things for you. Ask once, and if you're deserving of that thing, you're supposed to get it.
You will get it. If
Did I
it's
get it from
yours.
this or that?
No, I know the letting go, it can be painful. It can. So if you can share maybe a reason why exactly you must, so for a person to understand why, I asked you earlier, when do you realize? You said when things
For me, it's when things don't want me no
don't
more.
want you.
But
So
yeah,
now, if you can say now, why clearly, why must you let go in life
for growth,
for growth?
for opening better doors, for healing, it's also self-love. When you let go of things, it's self-love, and you're allowing yourself to look at things in a different perspective. Because if you're always looking left, when are you going to look right? So for growth, you must let go. Most of the time, why we should let go, we don't realize that there's growth ahead. How can God fill a cup that's already full? So sometimes you have to spill that water if you want juice. So you can't have a juice added on a glass that's already full. So for growth, you must let go. If you want better things in life, I know it's not easy. Sometimes you think this is better than what you will have, and people always make you believe that you'll never find something better. That's why we're scared. People have that, be it at work, They'll tell you, you'll never find a better job than this. You'll never find a better friend than me. You'll never find a better partner. Now, NJ, sometimes you don't want to lose this phone because you think it's the best phone you can ever have, But there's always growth in letting go. There's always growth in new things because you can never repeat the same mistake unless you didn't learn from it. You don't have to repeat the same mistake as a person. So let go for better things to happen.
Yeah, that's a powerful statement. Unless you have not learned,
Yes.
you repeat the same mistake. And there are people who are going through the same thing. It's okay, it's still the same. And I think it's because God is still teaching you. He gives you that class.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
But the class comes with trials. But he's teaching you the same thing that you didn't want to learn.
Maybe you didn't learn it enough. Enough. Isha enough so that I can never
you say now,
go back.
Like you said, 4 months. It's 4 months now. Now you learn quickly. You see.
Because for years, for
years.
years I've been holding on. For years I've been this person who can't let go. I've mentioned me losing my company, me losing a friend, me losing a house, a space. I think that was the last. You know, when I lost that space, when that woman got angry at me for no reason, you know, she didn't want to talk to me. And I remember asking my friend, I said, am I rude? She said, never. It can never be you.
What did
In
I
all our
do?
friends, actually, as when you can beg, you can be humble for things that you're not supposed to be humble for. So if someone don't want you no more, it's not because you are rude.
There's something wrong with you.
No, it's because God wants you to be in a better space. But I didn't understand. I didn't understand. I was like, what? Maybe you mean muntu onenkinga. Why am I always losing, people? Why is it, why is it? But when you now gain something better, that's when you realize, no, uNkulunkulu. And ngoba uyangazi ukuthi mina ngiyi-glue, ngiyathanda ukuba yi-super glue. Ngiyathanda ukufika endaweni nginamathele. So he has to do it, the hard way with me.
Uproot.
I'm boring, ma. Yo. I hold on. I even have t-shirts, maybe ngisakula. Yesterday when I say I had to, remove things and say, please do it for me.
Yeah.
Do it for me because I will never do it.
Still go back and leave those that are supposed to go.
Yeah. Get wait again. Ngitloba slender. Ngithi ngizoba slender. Ngizoyiqoka le shorts. Mase ngislender ngizoyiqoka nini? Ngithi ngizoyiqoka but
and uthola amashort amasha better than that.
And now you check your wardrobe. Your closet is full of what? My closet is full. But when I want to dress up, I can't find an outfit. Same thing with life. Your closet is full of what? Old things, things that don't serve you. Whenever you have to dress up, you must struggle. So let go of those things.
Clutter out.
Let go.
I because of time, I wanted to share this, but I also want you to share maybe 3 points now to close. Letting go. Make sure you do it. Letting go is important. Whatever that you will say to close, I'm going to give you a chance after this. I had a sister who passed away.
Yes.
And I remember in her last days, we went to her house. And when we were cleaning her house, I saw her house. I saw her bedroom, that she was still keeping clothes from high school times.
Yeah.
I learned from that. Because for me, I saw, hey, this person was a hoarder. And now, if you are like that physically, it means even spiritually you are like that.
True.
We are hoarding. It means you don't let go of past things.
Yes.
You don't... Meaning you are struggling to forgive. You have grudges. So now it's showing in your present life. Okay, this person saw. And obviously it affects your life.
It does.
Your physique, your emotional, your everything. So yeah, I agree with you. Letting go is very important.
It is. It is. You have to clean that closet.
Clean the clutter. Because sometimes you hold on to clutter.
Yes.
Things that need the dustbin.
Yes.
When you still keep them. Yeah. So it's your
okay.
And after, just share how people will get hold of you.
Okay.
Yes.
Number one, I'll say meditate. It's very important to meditate, be in tune with yourself. Know what you want and what you don't want. It's important to know those things, your values. You need to understand that, your principles, so that when you come across things that don't define who you are, you can easily define, if it's for me or not for me, So meditate a lot on a daily. Be gentle to yourself. You shouldn't think, Guti, it's always you who's wrong. Sometimes be very gentle with yourself. Just understand that maybe, people are not for you or things are not for you. Not that you are wrong. You're just in a wrong space at the wrong time. There is a space for you. There is where you'll go in and you'll light the room. You will not have to change your voice. You'll not have to change your step. People will actually love everything about you. Hence, I sat with that white man not knowing he was interviewing me. You know, and he said to me, don't bring a CV. I don't need your CV. It doesn't matter if you've worked in hospitality or not, but I just want you. Don't change anything. And he even said to me, I don't want to see a weave on your hair because I love African women. It's like, okay, cool. Oh, all right. You know, the last one is forgiveness. Forgive yourself. I don't want to make it about other people because with me, I don't hold grudges, but it's always about forgiving me because I always blame me. It's always about where did I go wrong? You know, how can I make it better? Should I, turn back time and try to change, maybe the approach of things? So forgive yourself, forgive yourself for so many things that you've blamed yourself for. Forgive yourself for not being there for yourself, for not loving yourself enough, Sometimes people will say you're loud, There are loud people out there. There's nothing wrong about being loud. There is, an audience for that. There are people who want that, who need that energy, And some people say you're too quiet, you don't fit in. It's fine. You're just in a wrong room.
Yes.
True. We are all different and we all serve different people. So do that for yourself in order for you to let go. I think I should share the last one that my mentor taught me. When things are no longer working for you, but you're struggling to let go, say goodbye, physically so. Say goodbye to things. Speak to material things. Speak to things that are non-living.
They have energy. Also.
They have energy, Speak to those things. Be mindful of, like now you're speaking of energy, be mindful of spaces. Whenever you move, you go into a room, be mindful of how you feel. It's important. It's your body talking to you, Our body, you're not a party pooper. Your instincts are there to tell you. There's a sense that's trying to tell you that this is not for you.
Something is not okay. Yeah.
Something is not okay. And not for everybody else. Don't try to convince other people otherwise. It's not okay for you.
For you.
Yeah, that's all I will say to people. Just exercise saying goodbye to things that don't serve you. You'll realize that one day you'll no longer like that thing. Just say bye-bye.
And you'll be okay.
Yeah, even that partner of yours,
Yes.
Alele, just say goodbye. Just look at them and say goodbye. I'm
Bye.
gone. Don't even say I will be gone. Just say, speak about it as if it's
Yes,
happening.
it's
I am
happening
gone.
now.
It might be you're still there because finances, you're not financially stable. But tell them that I can live without you, I can survive without that money, without that paycheck. You are convincing yourself. And one day you look at all those things, groceries that you see, you'll find yourself not liking eggs anymore. All those things that he buys, you don't like them no more. It happens. It worked for me. And that's why today I'm here. Just saying goodbye.
Goodbye. It works.
I do that a lot now. I kid you not.
Goodbye.
Yeah, no muntu even though ngayisho life ne but ngiyambheka ngithi wena
Goodbye.
bye. Goodbye. And soon ngizobona sengasamkhumbuli,
Right.
Yeah, I loved what Umashozi told me, and I think I should say a message to Mashozi. I really appreciate her. I remember one day she said to me, Tuli, there's a very fine line between being insane and sane. And she said to me, one day she said to me, you are becoming insane. Because I didn't realize the things that I was saying, I would talk to her and she says, you're not making sense. You are not making sense, Snap out of it. So that is why I can never, ever forget that woman. I am who I am because of her. I'm able to even let go because she taught me how to say these simple words, And today,
And it's powerful. Simple and powerful.
yes.
It's like, I know I say this a lot to women. I'm like, I want to nag them so that they can move.
Yes.
Fana noma, let's say you're struggling to forgive. You don't want to because you don't know how.
Yes.
You can start by saying, I forgive forgive myself.
True.
I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. For whatever. When you have mastered that, it's easy to go and
True.
say, I forgive you.
Mm.
Even if kungagenzeki, and say, I forgive you. I forgive you. One day you see, I'm okay, Mos,
I'm
with
okay.
this
Yes.
person. It means you saying it all over again and again and again. It has, went into your system, your mind, your soul. Now it's happening. So
The power of the tongue.
the power of the tongue.
Yes.
In anything you want to do,
Yes.
it happens.
It happens.
You just no munga believe, just say it.
Just say it. Just say it,
you are
ma.
planting seeds.
I thought I was crazy.
Yes.
I thought I was crazy speaking to computers, but it works. You realize you go in one day and you look at that Apple Mac and you're like, actually, I don't want an Apple.
Yeah.
I'm fine with my laptop, my Lenovo, You look at things and you're like, I'm fine. So the power of the tongue is very important.
Very important.
Use your tongue.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, and I'm sure the listeners will also enjoy. See you next time. Thank you. Bye.